Everyone. Thought we'd come on as a little impromptu talk just to tell you about Feed Your Soul Wellness event. Yes, this is the eighth one we're doing. I can't believe it's eight. We've done 8 of these already. And it's so amazing. We so love doing them, which is why we keep doing them every year. And this one is taking place this Saturday, the 13th of July. And I have with me the beautiful Michelle Budd, who is the organizer of the whole thing, and we use her yard at the Little Horse Yard in Horton Kirby. So hi Michelle, how are you?
Yeah, I'm all right. I'm good, thanks. I'm grateful to you, Ray, for doing this live and setting it all up, because I know, like what you were just saying when we was chatting, you've just come back from Canada and had to rearrange your house to get it all sorted. So I'm really grateful for that. And I'm just looking forward to Saturday and whatever Saturday brings. So just sat here now, looking quite chilled out. But about half an hour ago, I was been pulling up weeds and working in the fields and working with clients as well this morning. Got a young volunteer here on the yard as well who's doing some work experience. So quite a good day, quite a good day. And then behind me, you might be able to see some butts, some lovely, oh, and a face, a lovely little face, a lovely little sassy face.
Oh,
Yeah. And
beautiful.
Tanya, I can see in the distance. Tanya, do you want to wave? Can you see her in the distance? Just through the trees. Tanya's like a little
Oh,
fairy through the trees.
just a tiny little bit through the trees,
Yeah, you
um,
might see her in the background.
which is absolutely fine. So why don't you give us a little brief about the about Saturday? And I'll fill in the bits
Oh,
that you can't remember.
yeah. Okay, good. All right, thank you. So Saturday, I know we've got 4 workshops, and not I think, I know we've got 4 workshops. Now I think they start at 12. So I think the first workshop starts at midday. And that
12:30.
is a drum and work. Oh, 12:30. There we are then. So the first workshop starts at 12:30, and that is a drumming workshop. Hopefully, we'll set off with a nice drumming workshop, and I think there may be a little bit of the seascape drum that I think Sharon Lynn's going to bring in, and I think there's going to be some high energy drumming going on. So I think that's a really great way to celebrate the start of any event, is to sort of start with the drums and really drum up some energy for the event. So I'm really, really grateful for that. I mean, I don't know which order the workshops are in, except for I know that yoga is last. So I know
Okay.
that the last workshop's the yoga workshop, and that's towards the end of the day. And I'm
That's at
really looking forward to
3:30.
having. Oh, is it okay? At 3:30. So, God, is it? Have I done the timings right then for these workshops? So yeah, 3:30 is yoga. And I'm really grateful to have yoga back on the yard. It's been a while. I haven't had yoga. I think I've done about 5 or 6 different yoga days with always a different yoga instructor. And I really feel like, again, with all of the other yoga instructors, there's a lovely connection. There's a lovely energy about this. I mean, I think yoga instructors are pretty cool in themselves and with what they do, and their energy is lovely. But I really feel a really good energy. This lady stepped in as well a couple of weeks ago, as you know, when you plan things and you plan to work with people, their situations change. So she's just stepped in and she's picked up from Natalie, who was really happy to do the workshop, but then had some family stuff coming up. So that's that. And then we've got an animal communication workshop. We love a bit of animal communication. I think Ponty's just kicking the gate down there, reminding me, to communicate with these guys. So animal communication and a sound bath with Caroline Sharp. So
Yes.
Caroline Sharp's going to be playing the bowls like she does so beautifully for people, and that's going to be beautiful too. So we've got really lovely workshops that are all about the ethos of Kent Equine Facilitated Learning. So we're all about communicating, respecting, having an autonomous relationship with the animals that are here, the horses that are here, the alpacas and the cats. And I think having a communicating with animals workshop is a really great thing to have on the yard as well, because I think it's about really body language. And you know, people sort of say, you know, oh, animals don't talk. They absolutely do, and they definitely don't lie. So, and I think people talk, and people let words kind of you know, run away with themselves, just like I am right now. But yeah, so I think animals communicate really very well, and they're very honest. And I think, you know, communicating with animals helps everybody in their relationships with animals and with people. I mean, we're animals too, so I think body language is always the key to finding out someone's truth, really. So it's a really great workshop to have as well. So yeah, so that's that. What will you be doing, Ray?
Okay, well, just if the timings are right, the drumming workshop is at 12:30. The connecting and communicating with animals is at 1:30. The
That's with Sue
crystals.
Benford.
Yep.
Didn't listen to-
Caroline's crystal sound bath is at 2:30, and the yoga is at 3:30. And
Yes.
you've kept it to 4 workshops this year, because we did more last year, but it got a bit confusing and nobody could really do anything else, could they? Because we had so many last year.
No, the workshops were back to back, and so it was a higher price to get in through the gate, and then it included the workshops. And obviously, all of this is, you know, I'm not an event organizer, but you know, that's not what I do. I have done, this is the 8th year of the event, and I think it's always nice to open the place up and the space up for people to come in and share, and link up them with all of the other wellbeing businesses that are happening, you know, 24/7 for people to be able to feel well. So the other really important thing about the day, apart from the workshops, is that there are lots of therapists around setting up their stalls, their wellbeing businesses, and are happy to share. You know, it's like open day at school. It's like, you know, you're setting up and people can come over and chat to you. What is it you offer? What is it you do? How does this work for people, or how can this work for people? And then, you know, you can then say, well, jump on the bed and try it. You know, jump on the bed and try it. The rates that everybody's charging the same rate per you know, per session. So per sort of 25-minute session or 20-minute, everyone's charging the same rate. So we've got all sorts of different practitioners. I've got a towel swishing behind me. All sorts of different practitioners coming to offer their alternative therapies. And then we've got some intuitive sort of card readers. We've got a palm reader. Read my palm. Yes, we've got a palm reader here, which I think is really lovely. I think that's a really good way to sort of reconnect with the old stuff, you know, the old kind of ways that people saw into the future and could make decisions about life, you know, by reading their own hand. And also we have somebody doing runes as well, so rune readings, which again, rune stones I sort of think about when I watch the old films, and you know, the soothsayers are throwing their rune stones up in the air. You know, I just think that's amazing. There's people that are still practicing those older crafts. And yeah, and then we've got Reiki, angelic Reiki, which is what you'll be doing, and I know Jane will be doing, and there'll be a few Reiki healers around. And we've got Indian head massage, the thing on your feet, reflexology,
Crystal and
fascia
pendulum
massage,
readings.
pendulum reading, yeah, crystal readings, crystal and pendulum readings. We've got a crystal stand as well. We've got Sharon, who is just I think she's like a spiritual entrepreneur. She really is. She has this really wide-eyed approach to spirituality, and anything and everything goes, which, you know, and all of her kind of creations that she makes and supports people all around, all around the world. You know, she's selling her products all around the world, and people are working, therapists are working with her products. So she works with people on such a hugely massive scale. And you know, people can sit and talk with her if they've got an idea. You know, it's just so much. She's got an idea for a book, you want to do a set of cards, you want to, you know, create a wellbeing business. Sharon is a great person, along with lots of us, to talk to about how to sort of get things started and how to set stuff up. Do you want to say hi, Tanya? body language, didn't need body language
No.
there. Well, I mean, actual spoken language, body language said it all. That was a definite no. No, I don't, Michelle, without saying anything. Bless her. So
Oh,
definitely wasn't going to say hi.
wonderful. Yeah, and obviously there's stands there selling different products as well, which is pretty cool. Jane's selling honey and there's other stands there selling their produce as well.
Yeah, and the lady who's doing the drumming workshop, she's also going to be launching her new workshop. So she's going to be promoting that workshop, and I think she's going to be doing some really lovely therapies and offering some really lovely therapies as well to people. And she's called Twisty. She's known as Twisty. So I mean, I've not met her. I don't think I've met her in person as yet, but I do feel like there's a lot of people that I know who know her, and she holds drumming workshops and she has ladies circles, women's circles, and she's very spiritually connected, as I think we all are, and so she'll be really interesting to see. What will you be doing, Ray?
Well, funny enough, I'll be in the caravan as usual, and I will be offering angelic Reiki with an angel card reading at the end of it. And the beauty is that all the therapies, we're all doing 25 minutes for only £20. So, compared to what we normally charge for full sessions, you're actually getting a really good 25-minute session for £20, which you don't get that often.
No.
A chance to
No.
have those kind of therapies with people like myself and Sharon and everyone else who's doing that. So prices are reasonable, and it's even and it's what, £11 to get in.
It is now. So I think there's one more £5 ticket left online. There's one more £5 ticket. I've sold quite a few to people that haven't got their online, platform. But no, on the day, I mean, I can imagine that £5 ticket is gonna go pretty soon. So any tickets thereafter are going to be £11, £4 for children to come in through the gate, £11 for adults to come in through the gate, and all of the workshops will be £5 to come and participate in as well. So if you're doing a workshop and then having a paid for therapy, like coming to have angelic Reiki, and you've paid your £5 to get in, you get your free workshop, you pay for your therapy, you've had an amazing healing day and an amazing healing experience. Also, I just think as well, I'm just sitting here now, and I'm just looking around the yard, and I'm so chill. It helps that I'm a bit knackered because I've been working this morning, but it's such a chill place to find some space and to sit and just to take everything in. It's quite rustic at the minute. It's uncut, so I've really this year, for some reason, I've just fell in love with having the all of the stingers growing. I've got all the different coloured stingers. So if you've got children, you're going to have to watch them, because there are things around on the yard. So we've got stingers, we've got all the docks, all the beautiful colours in the docks. We've got these really lovely wildflowers growing all over the place. And it's just really, really lovely. And what's that's done is that's created more wildlife. We've got lots of birds nesting in the long grasses. It's my horse kicking the gate down, wanting my attention, and just lots of birds nesting and landing on the fields. So it is really, really, really beautiful. I'm always quite tempted to top the fields for well-being, but I'm not doing it this year. It just looks so pretty, and I've had a few neighbours sort of come over and say, when are you going to be topping the fields down? Yeah, no, I'm not doing it this year. I'm really happy that there's a lot of nesting ground birds over on the yard, and I'm not doing it. So yeah, I don't know what it's going to look like in autumn. It's going to probably look a little bit raggy, but I think the land knows how to manage itself. And I think once humans start getting stuck in with the land, I think we tend to mess it up. And although I've had the offer of people really, helpful neighbours wanting to come over and spray pesticides, I mean, it's just a definite no for me. I can't stand it. And when I see that, people, oh, it doesn't harm the animals.
Does.
No, of course it does, because you spray it on the ground. All right, it's a herbicide. Oh, it's only a herbicide. You spray it on the ground, it kills the animals. The poison then goes into the snails, which are everywhere. I've got snails everywhere. The foxes come along and they eat the snails because that's the job they do for me. And then if there's a poison on the ground, then I find dead foxes. And last year, I mean, it's a bit low, isn't it, talking about it like this? But last year I found quite a few dead foxes around my yard because I've got a fox family that lives here. And I just thought it's because, it must be because I know that it's country and people do expect foxes in the country, so I'm sure people aren't putting poison down purposely, but still the foxes were poisoned last year through, and a lot of them, when I did look at what they were, had been sick, a lot of them had been sick when I'd found them. There was dead snails in it, so it was just sad and disgusting. And I think that people have to just let nature look after nature sometimes and sort of step out of it, really. So yeah, so when you come over, it won't be like a bowling green, it will be like a rustic feral looking place. But the horses love it, I love it. It gives the horses a variety to eat as well. They love grazing on all of the wild flowers and the so yeah, so I would say that, really. And the second thing I'd say is that our food person pulled out last week, which is a bit sad. So we don't have anybody turning up and providing food for us. So it will mean that between the hours of 12 and 4, or however long you decide to stay in the yard, you'll need to bring a packed lunch with you. So refreshments for the day is really important, to bring your refreshments for the day. And we are quite a sharing group. We do like to bring and share, don't we? So I'm sure
Yeah.
there'll be people turning up and sharing bits and pieces with each other. But yeah, just having food with you for the day is really important, bringing refreshments. And yeah, because food is like so important to me.
Mm.
Yeah, and there'll always be people. I'm sure Jane will be selling like a apple juice and things like that. So there might be people selling freshly produced apple juice and honey and this and that. But I think to actually sort of bring some food
Yeah.
with you would be really important, really, really important. Otherwise, you might not be able to stay for as long as you wanted to, 2 hours or something, and then you need to go off and get food. So, but you can go and come back. So, yeah, but bringing food's really important.
Yeah, no, that is and obviously dressing for the weather. Although we've got a good weather forecast, this is
British summer.
so it's our summer, so do dress appropriate, do dress in layers.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you drive, if you're driving, there is parking there, and you're quite near your car, so you can leave stuff in your car, so you don't have to carry your
Yeah.
food or your jumpers or anything round with you, and you can go
Yeah.
back to your car at
Yeah.
any time.
Yeah, and I think as well, if you bring over, I mean, what would I do if it was me? I'd bring over one of those pop-up tents. I'd have a pop-up tent, or a bit of a set myself up like I'm on the beach, couple of deck chairs, get me a little table out, set myself up, and then just go off wandering. So there's enough space over here for people to be able to find a lovely space, sit down, chill out, take it all in, get up, go and wander off, go and speak to people, join in the workshops, do whatever, sit and watch the horses, and just really absorb the lovely healing vibe of this space. It is a beautiful space. Our sort of panoramic views are gorgeous. And it is just a lovely place to sit and sort of even cloud watch. It really is a beautiful space. And yeah, maybe sort of get some time, connecting with the animals that are around the yard as well, the wildlife, the horses, the alpacas, and everything else. So yeah, really am looking forward to it. So I've got my work cut out for me this week, getting the things prepared. So this field that we're going in, the horses have not long been in it, so there will definitely be some presents left on the floor. So I'll be going around and clearing up as best as I can out on the field. But do you know what? If you do find some horse manure, you're welcome to take it home. Take a little bit of the yard home with you. So yeah, no, it's and the alpaca poo as well. We've always got people coming up from the village wanting to take the manure and the alpaca poo, and it does really help with whatever you're growing, no judgment with whatever you're growing, and it's all natural, and it's a great way to encourage plant growth and not to have to use chemical fertilizers or anything like that. So yeah, help yourself. There's piles of shit everywhere. So
which
yeah,
which is a great selling point.
I nearly got through a live without a swear. Yeah, and children will be here on the day as well. So I think as well, for the therapists that are here, the people that are here, I know that there are people that work with children therapeutically, as do I. And working with families with children therapeutically is really, really important. So I do have a lot of children that come to me for their therapeutic sessions, but we also work with families too. And I think when a family has an ethos of healing about themselves and spirituality about themselves, I think that can only be only be a good thing, really. So yeah, so we really, really do welcome families and children on the yard.
Yep, excellent. And hi, Leong, thank you for joining us here. Not sure if you are in the Kent area, but if you are, then obviously do check out the event. It is a little horse yard in Halton Kirby, and as you can see going across the bottom of the screen is a link to the Facebook event page. Where you can find the address and all the details about what's going on. And there's also posts there from the different therapists, stands, etc., about what we're all offering there. So you can actually check us out before you actually come along and, plan your day that maybe, 12 o'clock you want some angelic reiki, then you're going to the drumming workshop, and then after that you might think, oh, I fancy a card reading, or I might go and get some honey. So you can plan your day out.
Palm read.
Palm read, yes.
Yeah.
So
all of that. No, I think it would be absolutely fantastic, and it is about really connecting back into your soul and your spirit, and just being okay with what's happened, where you've been, where you're going, just living with gratitude and living in a place that sort of brings in more love and brings in more balance and harmony into people's lives. And that really is our ethos, isn't it, for all of us? So
yeah.
Yeah.
So it will, I'll put re-put all the details in the comments anyway, but yeah, but do come and join us. There are going to be different lives during this week with hopefully some of the therapists, stall holders, etc., who'll be joining me and giving you an idea of what they do. So do look out for that, and it'll be lovely to see you all on Saturday. And
really
I will
lovely.
be Friday helping out.
Yeah, no, thanks for that, Ray, as well. So anyone who wants to come and help out from from the people that are coming to set up their stands, especially if they want to come over, know where they're going to put themselves, get a feel for the place. And I'm here all week, so people can just message me, and if they want to come over, then they can come over and see. But most of you have been there before, which I'm really grateful to. And I just really want to take this time now to say this is probably, by doing this event back in probably, what was it, 2021, the first one, because we was doing summer and autumn, wasn't we? We was doing summer and autumn. And this has probably been one of the most helpful things in terms of giving popularity to this not-for-profit children's service. This is a not-for-profit children's service, and what we do essentially is we help kids to be well. The horses, the young people that come here, the families that come here. I work with children that have been through horrific life experiences, and we help them to, as part of a supportive network around them. There's other people that work with them too. We also work with children who just find it difficult to leave the house, who are in the most lovely, nurturing situations and find it really hard, to understand their anxieties and to be able to work through their anxieties. So there is a whole rainbow and plethora of children that I do work with. This event raises money for Kent Equine Facilitated Learning, and But more than that, it brings energy into what we do. So over the last 8 years, for every single therapist that has come onto the yard and worked with me and then came and done workshops or continued to run events with me, we have always shared each other's work. We've always networked together. We start off in a group of people, we share each other's stuff, and it just gets messages out for us on our social media pages too, which shares what we all do. But for me, predominantly, this is all about raising awareness of Kent Equine facilitated learning by everybody coming in and everybody supporting each other, and just all of us really, you know, moving into higher realms with our businesses. And I do feel like as a group, as a collective, we really have made a massive impact on what Kent Equine facilitated learning is able to do and able to provide, because this is quite an isolated job that I do. I'm out here on the fields and 9 acres of fields. Most of the time it's just me, but having this team of women right next to me, alongside me, physically, spiritually, energetically, on an instant message, you know, being able to just type straight into my phone. I don't feel alone with it. I don't feel isolated with it. I could do, but I don't. I feel like I've got a really great team around us, and I think we all feel that from each other.
Yeah.
So that's amazing too. That's amazing too. So always grateful for that, even though I might not, you know, be saying those things, but I definitely feel those things, and I want everybody to know that too. So thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome, and I will see you Friday. Oh well, I think you're also going to be popping onto a couple of the other lives as well this week. So
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that'll be pretty cool. So yeah, everyone do look out for more therapists, stall holders that are going to be coming on, and do check out the event. And hopefully we'll see you all Saturday. Take care, everyone.
Yeah.
Bye.
See you Saturday. Bye. Bye.